look forward to the future. Tonight, Miles Bridges, P.J. Washington, Bismarck. It's lineup number 3 because Brook Lopez is out with a sore back. Eric Dalen up with the ball. We are underway. The Bucks wearing.
Let us know who he was.
Robin Lopez cleans up after the miss by Giannis.
Shrinkage.
Spins baseline. Sneaks a pass through to the perimeter. Robin will sip tea early tonight. 5% of his three-pointers.
He and P.J. Washington, they did a nice job. Talk about a nice job. And by Dante DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo, as we mentioned, starting his 10th consecutive game inside. It's Miles Bridges. Back to Devontae Graham.
It's for most improved player at 17.5 points a game this year.
Giannis.
You know, part of the way that this team is constructed is that it has so many pieces. So they think of this as next man up, as Bledsoe charges through the lane. You'll hear
Tom Izzo, and then you got John Calipari, what he's done in Kentucky, developing players, even though Washington was there for 2 years, when exactly one and done.
Late on the shot.
On his three-point shot, you saw Washington, PJ shooting 47% from the three-point line. I had to do a double take when I was looking at the stats. Speaking of double takes, their turnover percentage, always one of the best in the league, ranked 1 or 2 the past 4 or 5 years. This year, they're down in the bottom half of the league.
Nick Batum saves it for Giannis. He pushes Zeller out of with multiple threes last time on the 1st of November. Orlando.
Lopez right at 35% size locally down in Charlotte for not being aggressive enough, looking for his own.
Wesley Matthews straight. And the next time we see the Hornets will be in Paris, France on the 24th of January. 4:35 in the opening quarter. Three-pointer. Elias.
Well, yeah, but you get the defense. All of a sudden now they've got to stay home on outside shooters like the Bucks should have done. And still one of the most efficient players according to synergy on this basketball team offensively.
George Hill with 11. Zeller. And he hears
efficiency, so you don't expect him to be aggressive, looking to score the basketball. Zeller took advantage.
Bit of a slip by Hill. Didn't matter, did it?
I love the way he fits screen with Devontae Graham.
Steal, Middleton, Hill, Middleton, lay-in.
That's just great defense. And
I'm starting to think there are a lot of feisty teams in the East that aren't going to win a lot of games, but they come and play hard every night.
I should have pulled the trigger on that first step back. He had it.
Hill does. Three-pointer.
Oh, the subtlety, the foot, like he's going backdoor. Graham gave him about a 5-foot cushion trying to recover, and George was no longer there. He was fighting up the three-pointer. Uh-oh.
Devontae Graham.
Sometimes you wonder if a shot that wide open, it's more difficult to make with Kyle Korver than if someone is trying to contest it.
Well, I mentioned them hitting.
Good job. I just can't say it enough on Devontae Graham. He gets you when you just fall asleep just for a moment off of ball screens. Uh-oh.
Giannis stays
off of him like the pinball wizard.
Dominique Wilkins was here this week, and he's
offensive rebound. It's a lost art.
That's why Giannis is among the league leaders. He's been near the top in second chance points.
The basket if you're George Hill. Devontae Graham looking to pull it. He's shooting 41% from the three-point line.
George Hill again. Giannis. In past years maybe didn't follow his shot quite as much, but boy, he has learned to do that. He has found points when he does that. Middleton has gone to the bench. Korver's out there. Giannis for 3. Yes! No hesitation. 3.
You can see that thing is going in all the way. Great rotation, great shooting pocket, great point.
DiVincenzo overplays. Malik Monk picked up his first, second team foul. 8:42 remaining. Drive and kick. 4-3.
Here they come.
You mentioned the teal uniforms. That takes me back to the beginning of the Charlotte franchise. Robin Lopez misses the hook. Giannis lays it in. Now the Charlotte
the Charlotte institution.
This is the second iteration of the Hornets in Charlotte. Giannis nice with a turnaround. Giannis with a pass fake. Matthews cleared it out. And Giannis drives to score. It's another and one.
When he hits 3 or 4 3-pointers, you can expect, 40 points or in the neighborhood thereof or more.
Oh! Well, no! Block shot, Robin Lopez. Lopez with 3 triples. That's the most he's ever made in a game. Giannis lays it in, 21 points. Well, he had 14.
And you think about P.J. Washington playing for Kentucky, all the great players he's had to play against. Nice job.
So, wow. Led.
You've never seen anything like this before.
Again, a block.
Somebody might get superstitious.
Touchdown reverse. Waiting a month, by the way. There's quite a few for the month of November. That helps get to that point, obviously. Just numbers.
Chris get hurt the Oklahoma City game. I'm trying to remember when he went.
Yeah, he took that knee to the thigh. Terrence Ferguson.
That's an incredible thing. You got your shots you will live and die with. Something at the rim.
Squares up.
To help out on penetration. Here's the payoff.
Three-pointer, DJ. Graham can't score at the rim. Middleton has it, finds Connaughton. Pat Connaughton for Ersan on the reverse. That's about as pretty as it gets on a body.
The body's around you.
Middleton has it stripped away on a drive. Here's Rozier for 3. He is able to knock that down. We've talked about that before. Sidney Moncrief and you and others, I'm sure, made sure that that was all taken care of when...
But just as a team, just kind of understanding who you are, what your personality is.
Little floater, 69-51.
The discipline to adhere to the game plan, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Devontae Graham, 19. Giannis. Lately, it seems that Coach Budenholzer has been facing an old San Antonio buddy very frequently. Now, Terry Rozier for the Hornets. Now a 3 on the way. Wesley Matthews, Milwaukee. Well, when it's all said and done and you really analyze what's happening with the Bucks, you see this every night. But
little respite, well deserved. Wow.
Wesley Matthews triples. George Hill has made 2.
And West started off struggling to knock down that 3-point shot consistently, but now he's up to
short. P.J. Washington. Rozier finds him on a drive and dunk.
That's no longer the case.
Giannis down. Pops back up. We'll get into the play here. Terry Rozier from the corner. Coaches one down. The 12th. That's number 9. So he's 1 rebound away from another double-double. Drive. Score. Count it. Ersan. Yes. 3-pointer. That's his.
Break line.
Wesley Matthews to the bench. He could probably use it. Malik Monk hits a runner off the... Terry Rozier. That's a 3 for him.
You're all about winning instead of about producing stats.
Devontae Graham throws it up and in. Graham rebounds and 6 assists in a victory over the Erie Bayhawks. Last night he's been tearing up the G League. Chris and goes 17-3 through 20 games, which matches the best ever for the franchise. Dragan Bender hits a 3. Milwaukee back. Dragan Bender. Devontae Graham.
All happening during the Budenholzer era. Offensive excellence.
Bridges. Here's George Hill. He works with Bender.
Nice. I talked about the rolling acumen of Dragan Bender. You saw an example of it there. Great soft hands, beautiful catch and finish.
Bender called for his second. No rebounds, no assists, no shots. So we'll try to get something in the book here. Dante DiVincenzo for 3. Cody Zeller with a strange dribble. Looks like he held it and put it down again. Frank Mason, he goes to the corner for Bender. Cross court to the other 3-point big man. And Bender gets it back on a flush from Robin Lopez. If you're not familiar with Frank Mason, He can play a little bit. Bender.
Kyle Korver helping out.
P.J. Wilson. Inside for two, Bridges.
But the defense pretty much kept Bridges and Washington from being effective offensive players. They both average around 12 points a game, but have the potential.
Korver. There it is.
Point.
Hit the fifth one. Bridges, actually pretty funny. Frank Mason. That was true even before Mason hit the triple. Billy Aaron and Gomez.
Gomez using his body, playing aggressively.
P.J. Wilson, corner three. My goodness, the Bucks.
Hornet basketball team, well coached. They compete, they battle.
At Connaughton.
Pedal to the metal.
Why not? 137-93. Malik Monk with 26 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining. Kick out. Dragon Bender. The Bucks turn back Charlotte 137